Assistant Professor, ASITM, Mechanical Engineering Department. In the last class, we have discussed about the assignment problems. Now we are going to continue one more problems with respect to the assignment problems. So this is the area which is going to comes under the module of transportation and assignment. There we are going to discuss about the assignment problems. Uh, with respect to the last problem, this problem is differ with respect to the balancing of the problem. So in the last class, whatever we discussed, it is a square matrix which is a balanced one, and this one is an unbalanced problem. That means the given cost matrix is not balanced. That means it is not a square matrix. So in such cases, how to do the particular problem or how to progress with respect to particular problems. What is asked here is what are the job assignments which will minimize the total cost. That means how you are going to allocate a particular job to a particular machine. Which job should be allocated to a particular machine, which job should be allocated to another machine. So for example, if you are allocating a job 1 to a machine 2, then we cannot allocate job 1 to machine 1 or machine 3 or machine 4. Or if you are allocating a job 2 to a machine 3 means we cannot allocate to any machine other machines. So a single allocation is possible with respect to a job to a machine. Then how you are going to allocate such a way that you are going to earn a maximum profit or also minimize your total cost. So in such cases, the first step says about is we need to make it the whatever this one it is called as a cost matrix, which is unbalanced one. Just to make it balance. How to make balance? By introducing a dummy row so that it becomes a balanced square matrix or the cost matrix. So when you are observing this particular given problem, it's a 3 cross 4 means we need to introduce one more row. The row should contain only zeros, so that it will be called as a dummy row. So sometimes it may also with respect to the problem, it may be having a chances to introduce in the column wise also. In such cases it will be called dummy column. The values of that will be always zeros. Then once you introduce the dummy row or the dummy column with respect to the given problem, here we have introduced only the dummy row. Now it has become a balanced square matrix. Now the whatever you have done with respect to the previous problem, the same procedure we will need to adopt. So that means we need to identify the in each row the smallest value of the element. The first row the smallest value is, and the second row, the third row, the fourth row, those values have been identified and it has been returned with respect to this particular matrix. So once we have identified those particular values, so with respect to the R1, we need to subtract each and every element with respect to this R1. In the second row, each of the elements should be subtracted by this R2. The third row once again with respect to R3. In the fourth row with respect to 0. That means 18 minus 18, 24 minus 18, 28 minus 18, 32 minus 18, and likewise we need to adopt for the second. That means 8 minus 8, 13 minus 8, 17 minus 8, 19 minus 8. Likewise we need to build up this particular another modified matrix. So the row operation has been completed. Then similarly we need to carry out the column operation. In order to carry out the column operation, once again we need to identify with respect to the in each column the minimum element. As each column containing at least one zero is present, so that if you identify that particular column and if you are subtracting means we also getting the same result. That means in the first column the minimum element is 0, in the second column the minimum element is 0, third column the minimum element is 0, in the fourth column the minimum element is 0. If you subtract 0 from here with respect to all the elements, if you are subtracting all the elements by 0, if you are subtracting all these elements by 0, or subtracting all these elements by 0 means the answer is going to become same. So, but we need to remember, we need to carry out the row operation and we need to carry out the column operation. So in the row we need to identify the minimum element. Once you get the modified matrix, there we need to identify the column the minimum element. Once the modified matrix is been ready, we need to carry out the assignment. The process of assignment is we need to identify a 0. First we need to carry out the operation in row wise. In the first row This is the matrix. The first row we are identifying is 0. The first row, the elements are 0, 6, 10, 14. We have identified 0. So if we are identifying with respect to row wise, means we need to strike it out in the column wise. That means the remaining elements will be get cancelled. That means in the second row, the element that has been left out is only 5, 9, 11. There is no zeros. We can't do any assignment. In the third row, once again 5, 5, 12. We can't do any assignment. In the last row we have zeros, but we have more than one zeros, means we cannot make straight away any box here or here or here. When you are observing with respect to a particular row, if you are identifying more than one zero, means we cannot do any assignment straight away. Then we need to further move on with respect to the column. As the first column is already been assigned, then we need to move with respect to the second column. In the second column, we are identifying the last element, that is 6550. The last element is 0. So we are making an assignment that has been shown here. Since we are identifying in the column wise, we need to strike it in the row wise. So that row wise it has been struck out. Now the number of assignments that has been made here is 2 assignments that has been carried out, and the size of the matrix that has been, after balancing, it has become 4. So when you are comparing that here, these two things, they have not equal, that is n is not equal to this n. That means the number of assignments that you have made and the size of the matrix, both of them are not equal. So we need to carry out the procedure further. How to carry out the procedure further means, the uncovered element, this is the portion of the uncovered element or the uncovered area. In this uncovered portion of the area, we need to choose, or we need to pick a number. That number should be a minimum value. The uncovered portion containing elements has 6, 10, 14, 5, 9, 11, 5, 5, 12. The minimum value is 5. That 5 we need to pick it. This 5 should be subtracted with respect to all of these elements. All of these elements should be subtracted by the 5. So wherever we have find out the uncovered area, wherever there is a covered area like this, we need to keep as it is. Those elements should be kept as it is, but at the intersection, so this is an intersection portion, this particular place or the area, it will be called an intersection. We need to add it. So we need to add this minimum uncovered element in the intersection area. Wherever there is a covered portion, we need to keep it as it is, and the uncovered area should be subtracted. So this will be a covered element, so it has been kept as it is. Uncovered portion means 6 minus 5 1, 10 minus 5 5, 14 minus 5 9. Here it is also covered area, so if we have kept as it is, then this is going to become 0. So likewise we need to carry out, this will become an intersection, means it is going to become 0 plus 5, means it is going to become 5. So now once again we need to look with respect to the row wise. In the first row we have only 1 0, so we have made an assignment that has been shown here. Then that particular column has been struck out. Then whatever the element that has been coming in that particular column, it has been struck out. It should not be considered for further assignment. Then in the second row, when you are observing with respect to the second row, this is already struck out. So this is already struck out, means the remaining elements are 0 4 6. That means we have only 1 0. This particular area should be assigned once again, and that particular column should be struck out. Then in the third row, when you are observing, as these two has been struck out, the remaining elements are 0 and 7. Once again this 0 should be made in an assignment. That means should be kept in the box, and that particular column should be struck out. Then the last row, means which is containing only 0, that once again should be assigned in the box, and that particular column should be struck out. Then at the last, we need to cross check how many number of assignments that we have made, and is there any 0 that is not assigned or that is not crossed. It should be cross checked. Now here all the zeros has been assigned and all the zeros has been crossed. There is no zeros that has been left out. And one more thing is, the number of assignments that we have made here is 4, and the size of the matrix is also here. The size of the matrix here, it is 4, and the number of assignments, that means 0 which has been enclosed in the box, that has also become 4, which has been equal. So then we need to assigned by looking this particular portion. That is, J1 should be assigned to M1, J2 should be assigned to M2, J3 should be assigned to M3, J4 should be assigned to M4. So assignment should be made with respect to this box. J4 corresponding to M4, J3 corresponding to M3, J2 corresponding to M2, J1 corresponding to M1. Those values, J1 to M1 value is in 18, that has been written. J2 to M2 value is 13, written. J3 to M3 value has been written 15. J4 to M4 is going to become 0. That should be added to get the total cost matrix. So this is the amount that has been required, which will minimize the total cost if you have assigned or if you have followed this particular process. So thank you. I hope you have understood my session.